Good morning and welcome to I-90, a little bit east of Snoqualmie Pass, about 8 miles east. It's a historic day for WSDOT up here as we begin construction on the first ever wildlife overcrossing on I-90 in the entire United States. This is part of our larger project to both expand and make I-90 safer across the pass. You can see one of those huge segments, they're each about 20 tons, being put into place on that arch that will eventually be a path over I-90 from the forest over here and then across the highway, which is over there. And we're joined by Summer Derry, who is one of our primary communicators for this project. Summer, tell us kind of what's going on behind there and how it plays into the larger plan for I-90.
Gotcha. Very momentous occasion for the Department of Transportation, as you mentioned. This is the first wildlife overcrossing on the I-90 corridor. That I-90 corridor goes from Seattle clear to Boston. So this is a place that's going to facilitate the passage of wildlife along this area right here. So what crews are doing today, they're setting the arch. They're setting the arch for the first for the first wildlife crossing. This is in the westbound side. So the cars will drive. Once we get winter set, we're going to have shift all the traffic onto this new alignment here. So we'll have two directions westbound, two directions eastbound right in this section. Looking at the bigger picture, this project is several years in the making. We're looking at 2018 for a full completion. Next season, we're going to start over there on the eastbound side. In the grand scheme of things, we're looking at having traffic 3 lanes eastbound, 3 lanes westbound, with a fully completed avalanche bridge over the highway.
Okay, and what will that avalanche bridge kind of look like? What'll it be made up of?
Basically, animals will go over and cars will go under, and nobody will know who's doing what. It's going to look like the setting that the animals will go over will look like a lot like the beautiful Pacific Northwest. There will be trees and shrubs and things that they won't even think that they're walking over a highway.
And I'm told that if we're standing on this spot once it's completed, you probably won't even be able to see those trees from here because it'll be so built up. It'll look like a natural part of this area.
Absolutely, yeah. The fence is going to be pretty high, upwards of 8 feet, so you really won't be able to see any elk or bear or deer from the highway.
Okay. And so in the grand scheme of I-90, we've got the rock blasting and all of that. How does this play into it? Kind of the big picture of what we're doing.
Very big project. This is the I-90 Snoqualmie Pass East project, and what that does is it widens the highway, improves areas where we have avalanches, and facilitates the passage of wildlife. This is a wildlife overcrossing, but we have several areas within the project that are constructed that facilitate the movement of wildlife underneath the highway. It's what we call undercrossings. We've had a lot of milestones this year with the I-90 project. One of them was the completion of the avalanche bridge that raises the highway and allows the snow to go underneath the highway, and that reduces the risk of avalanches touching the highway or drivers getting injured as a result of those.
We had so many closures last winter with the amount of snow we had on I-90. Will that avalanche bridge help this year with some of that?
Yep, we are going to keep a really close eye as we have one done. That would be the eastbound avalanche bridge. We're still going to be in construction for the westbound side as well, but we do think that it's going to minimize that risk this year, although we are keeping a very close eye on those avalanche chutes in that area.
And the timeline for this particular part of the project, the animal overcrossing, when will this part be done, when will the second arch be done, and when will the roadway be open?
This arch is going to be done tomorrow. We'll shift traffic onto this area before winter, and then we're looking at full completion of the project by 2018, by the end of that year sometime.
And in the meantime, what should drivers expect out here as far as lane closures, restrictions, that kind of thing?
Yep, we're going to have reduced speeds through the work zones. It'll be down to about 55 miles per hour, so we definitely want travelers to be aware of driving through work zones. We've had a lot of collisions in this area throughout the corridor, and the State Patrol is telling us that it's due to driver inattention, aggressive driving. So please put your phone down and pay attention and obey all posted speed limits because we want you to get there safe.
All right, great. Thanks, Summer. Thanks for joining us. It's an exciting day, and stay tuned for more updates on this project.